we started writing a new song, which was 7 years. And
Which
and
became a huge hit.
it took 3.5 hours to write it.
Still savvy, soon I'll be 60 years old. My daddy got 61. Remember life, and then your life becomes a better one.
What about when you're writing songs? How does that usually happen?
I mean, Mark, I guess 7 years is the funniest way of explaining how do I write songs. I mean, you were Mark was recording some drums in the studio, and I was writing a song with some of the guys, and then we started writing a new song, which was 7 years. And
Which
and
became a huge hit.
it took 3.5 hours to write it.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
And while I was writing, and then I got stuck, and then Mark just opened a bottle of wine and was like, "Bro, what do you want to? What are you gonna do are you gonna have kids when you're 35?" And I was like, "Yes, write about it. Have a glass of wine."
Becomes a better one. I made a man so happy when I wrote a letter once. I hope my children come to visit once or twice a month. Soon I'll be 60 years old. Will I think the world is cold, or will I have a lot of
You're always kind of coming back to your roots. Like, you grew up in Christiania. You kind of make reference to that in your music videos especially, you know. So why is that so important to you to do that?
I mean, we as human beings, we are a mix of our genetics and our environment. And I grew up in this very unique commune, a squatted army base in the center of Copenhagen. I mean, my two lovely friends here, they were told by their parents specifically not to go
Not to
there
go
as
there,
children,
right.
even though we have the lowest violence rate in the inner city and have had so for a long time and still have it now. And to me, it's just really important to show the world where I'm from, because in Denmark, my neighborhood is frowned upon and looked down upon, like not just a little bit, but a lot.
Yeah.
And it was a really weird thing being a kid from there growing up and going to school, because if there was an issue in our school, a lot of teachers would assume that I had something to do with it because I was
Because you
from
were
this
from there.
neighborhood.
Right.
be 60 years old. Soon I'll be 60 years old. Will I think the world is cold, or will I have a lot of children who can bore me? Soon I'll be 60 years old.
One last thing I wanted to say is you did end up going to law school, didn't you? So it didn't quite, there was a bit of fluctuation there before you decided to...
When I was 12, I had a dream to become a rock star or a lawyer.
Right.
So I
As you
studied
do.
law until
Yeah.
I got my record deal.
Amazing. That worked out for you. I think that's a good message to send to kids,
If you want to become a musician, be sure that you can read your contracts.
Very well.
Do not trust lawyers unless you can pay lawyers that are better than the lawyers you're supposed to trust. But then you can't trust those
And you're
lawyers.
the
You need to-
inside man, so you know what's going on.
You can't trust anybody in the music industry.
Okay, let's leave it at that beautiful note.
And that is why you need to know your managers and your bandmates and your lawyer and be close as
and
family.
be best friends, yeah.
You need to be close as family, because then you can treat the music industry as family. There are a lot of family members you can't trust.
Yeah.
But as
very
long as
true.
you know that to begin with, you're good.
Perfect. I think that's a happier note to end up with. Thank you so much for the interview, and good luck on your performance.
Once I was 7 years old, my mama told me, go make yourself some friends or you'll be lonely. Once I was 7 years old.